Preparing the way for the King, the story of John the Baptist. Elizabeth and Zachariah had their baby boy, just like God had said. And they named him John, just like God had said. As he grew up, they made sure John knew all about the promises of God that he had made about them. How he would prepare the way for the King of Kings. From the time he was born, in fact, before he was born, John had a special something about him. Some kind of special spirit. And he knew it was to help prepare the way for the King. Maybe that special spirit explains why John did some odd things. What kind of odd things, you say? Well, odd things like only wearing clothes made from camel hair. It's nice and all, but wool's cozier. Odd things like living out in the wilderness with all the wild animals. Camping is fun for a night, but not for weeks and weeks. Odd things like eating a snack made of grasshoppers covered in honey. The honey sounds nice, but I think I'll pass on the grasshoppers. But even though John was different, God was with him. Even when he was wearing uncomfortable clothes, even while he was alone out in the wilderness, and even when he had to eat bugs, God was with him. Because God was with John, God's people went out to the wilderness to listen to him. Day after day, this is what John would say. Open up your ears and listen. Open up your hearts too, because God's got something to say. He's sending a king to make the wrong things right and the dark things light. He's sending a king who will bring back God to stay. To help everyone get ready, John the Baptist baptized people in the River Jordan. It reminded people of all the times God had saved his people by bringing them through the water, like he did with Noah and his family. Then, one day, when John was baptizing, John saw him, the man who would change his life forever, the man who would change everyone's life forever. What do you think John saw? Do you think it was the King? Do you think it was Emmanuel? You're right, it was the King. Before this King was a man, he was a little boy. And before he was a little boy, he was what? Yes, that's right, a tiny, poor, helpless baby. God had a plan. He was making a way to make wrong things right, to come and to stay.